Welcome to Talk of the Town. I'm Tom Wright.
And my name is Mo McNary. We're so happy that you stopped by to
Very happy.
Yes, to chat with us today. I got to tell you, look at this guy. Look at his face. Look at his very strong feet.
Oh, really?
Very proud of this guy. For those of you that don't know, Tom took on a great project all by himself, something that he thought of. And March, why don't you tell people? I'm so proud of you, Tom. Seriously.
It's just a little walk. We did Memorial Day March for them on Memorial Day to honor our fallen comrades. I wanted to do a little something extra on Memorial Day to commemorate the holiday and bring some attention to the true meaning of the holiday. And so we had a few of us that marched from Red Wing to Hastings, and we had ourselves a little walk, and it was a journey, and we had a good time.
It was an incredible feat that you did. I'm very proud of you. And the fact that you really put this together, I know it was in your head for a long time,
yes.
like a lot of things.
Yes.
But you put this
together
really quickly, I think, and you had a great result.
Well, yeah, it was like a last minute decision, and it was a year-long idea, but a last minute decision to actually do it. And so it all had to come together pretty quickly. Mm-hmm. And like I said, it felt like miracles were happening left and right, people stepping up, businesses stepping up, and we ended up with 12 marchers and made it to Hastings with 10 of them. So pretty good attrition there. And yeah.
But the two people, you made it seem like you just left them in the weeds somewhere. They're okay, right?
We left them with like a little flag so they could wave it, for people that come by and pick them up.
But you know what? I think Memorial Day, people get it confused with Veterans Day sometimes, and Memorial Day is the day to remember our fallen
That's right, yes.
Comrades in the military. So nice job. And you are a veteran, so.
Yes. Yeah, and thank you. You were on the route. You supplied you were a resupply for our Icy Pops.
Icy Pops.
Mo here showed up with their family. The Stevens came up, and Prescott there. That hit the spot. That really did.
Well, when did you all of a sudden hit the wall? When was that? I mean, 28 miles, right?
I think most of us after it was like mile 16, that stop. I think a lot of us were like, okay, this is for real now.
Right, that was only about halfway.
We had 12 miles to go.
Right,
yeah.
right.
So, and then the last stretch, I'll say, that was the quiet stretch where we were
Even though you were going downhill.
We were going, well, it was uphill and downhill, going up from Prescott.
Well, that's true, very uphill, yep.
And it was pretty quiet. A lot of us were just kind of putting one foot in front of the other and just getting home. But yeah, we did it.
Very emotional.
Yeah, it was a good day. Very good day.
Well, good. Well, we're officially into summer. That means if we've already had Memorial Day, big summer plans with the kids?
Yes, actually, my dad is going on a dream vacation he's been talking about for years and taking all the grandkids to Disneyland.
Oh
California.
My gosh.
So we're looking forward to that next week.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's coming up.
You'll have lots to talk about.
Yes.
Oh, perfect. Your kids are at a perfect age.
Yes.
You know what I would recommend, though, and it's not inhumane, get a leash for the little guy.
The little guy, yeah, for Ben? Yeah, probably will for Ben.
No, I got to tell you, before I had kids, I thought that was kind of weird when people would have their kids on leashes. I'm all over a leash because I have a little guy, too.
Yeah.
He was on a leash once.
You should let him off. I mean, Jack, what grade is he in now? You should let him off that leash, Mo.
I should let Terry off his leash too,
yeah.
but Yes.
Well, I don't know about Terry. You probably should keep him on a leash for a while longer. I don't know if he's quite trained. I don't know if he's quite trained yet.
I should be on a leash. Yeah. Anyway, we have a great show today, and I'm really excited because we have our guest today is actually somebody that we know very well. We're going to get to know him even better, celebrating a big milestone.
Yes, our own very own Take a Hike Mike, celebrating his 50th episode already. It's amazing how far that show's come, and it got big real quick, too.
It did, yes. And because this is the month of Father's Day, we're going to do a little What a Crock to honor our fathers.
Awesome. I love that. Fathers like to eat. I know I like to eat.
There you go.
And
yes.
I'm all about
yes.
crock pot recipes. You know
exactly.
that. Yes. And also, we visited the All Saints Festival out on the Bauer Farm, a huge concert that drew quite a crowd, and lots of saints and lots of sinners, right?
Exactly. And let's take a look.
All right, we're going to start off talking to one of our traffic controllers here at the All Saints Festival. All right, Dave, I couldn't help but notice, but yeah, you got a little beverage in your hand there.
I do a little dust control. It's getting a little dusty out here.
And how did you end up with that beverage? I know there's a story behind that.
It was a very nice Samaritan thought I'd look thirsty when he drove in. VIP? Yeah. Get right over here.
Whoa, VIP here. We got to get out of the way.
Yep.
VIP. VIP, folks. Mo, get out of the way. VIP. VIP right there. you look pretty natural here. You look pretty good at this. Are you air traffic controller by trade?
No.
What kind of training to go through for this?
Here's a flag. Go do it.
Can I try it? You don't mind if I try?
Sure.
All right, here we go. Cycles all the way to the end. There we go, huh? Follow the sign. There you go. Keep going that way. Sorry, Dave, I just hit you. We don't want any casualties here. Enjoy the show. Keep on going that way. Follow the guys to the right. Huh? I mean, you know what? This feels pretty good. All right, sir. Is this your first year at the Hastings Saints Festival?
Yes, it is.
Awesome. What do you think so far?
Oh, good time.
You know, it's a little loud. You know, should we go in the phone booth here and chat? Let's do that. We need it. Okay. It's a lot quieter in here.
I gotta really suck it in.
There we go.
Okay, we gotta make it.
All right, much better, right? You ever done an interview with a man in a phone booth like this?
I have not. This is the first. This is
First for me too.
Yes.
First for me too.
Father Terry Basin, how great to see you.
Good to see you too, Mo. How you doing?
I am doing great now. This is the first party of the summer, so what's going to be the second party of the summer?
My retirement party?
I am so excited because we are here with somebody from, get over here.
Hey.
I'm very excited to learn your name. I love your hairstyle.
Thank you.
Yes, it's
My name
awesome.
is Happy.
Is it really though?
I live it. We are here. We are here, and it is now, and it is beautiful out, and we're going to rock some music, and we're going to light some fireworks, and we're going to enjoy the sky and the beautiful weather, and raise money for a good cause.
I've always wondered, where did the name Hairball come from? Does somebody have a cat?
It is like many great things. It started out as a joke, and it morphed.
Kind of like the show that Tom and I do.
All right, everybody here at this festival is all safe and sound thanks to this guy wearing this nice shirt right here, Mr. Bruce Gaylor. Any incidents yet so far?
It appears there's no incidents so far.
Well, in a way, I'm kind of disappointed. So that means you haven't tackled anybody yet tonight.
Not yet.
Well, you should tackle somebody at some point tonight.
Well,
You got to get that out of your system, Bruce.
it'll be dark later.
There we go.
To see if I can get this big tough guy to smile.
She requested that
Sir, I want you to smile. What did the 0 say to the 8?
I have no idea.
Nice belt.
That is sung in more 50s and 60s songs than any other word.
All right, Hastings, this is how you do a cut in.
Let's see how this goes.
So if your baby leaves, you gotta tell her, just take a walk down the street to Harvard. Go tell the people there, I'm so lonely, baby. I'm so lonely. I'm so lonely down. I've been so lonely I can die. And he tried. Very clear.
And there you go. Lots and lots of fun, innocent fun at the All Saints Festival.
Exactly. We're going to come right back with our guest. Take a hike, Mike.
All right, as promised, we have the Take a Hike Mike as our guest today. Mike, wow, look at this.
I wore a bow tie for this, Tom and Mo.
Jazz
Thank you so
hands.
much for having me.
You know what? We're so happy that you're here, and I got to tell you, thank goodness the cameras weren't rolling because we were rolling before you got here. Mike, when you walk into a room, you bring joy. Was that the whole genesis
Who
of
paid the
you
to
show?
say that, first of all? Who paid you off?
This
and
guy.
second question,
Yes.
how many people had to cancel in order for you guys to scrape the bottom of
Okay.
that barrel
There's
and
only
bring
three,
an old,
okay?
We
So
will
old
give
Take a
a
Hike Mike?
disclaimer. You are the Tony Randall and Regis Philbin.
Okay, I know who Regis
guest.
is. Tony Bamble?
I'm actually, I don't know. Tony.
Before
sure
he
about that one.
died, he was like the guest that he would come in when somebody would cancel on David Letterman.
Okay.
And
So
so
you-
anytime you saw him on the David Letterman show, you know that somebody canceled because I think he lived across the street or else above the Ed Sullivan Theater.
So right now you're committing to having me back again and again. Are you sure you want to do that this early into this interview?
Let's
Mo?
not go so that far, but we'll see. We'll see. Well, Mike, congratulations on 50 shows.
Thank you very much.
Exactly,
Time
yes.
flies. Holy cow. You know what I mean?
That's why you're here.
Yes,
That's one of the
that is
reasons.
why you're here.
Yes, of course. We are celebrating you as we should. 50 shows, Mike. That's incredible.
And it's, I mean, your show has become so popular and recognized. I mean,
Thank
third
you.
place, Use of Humor in Natoa's last year, which is a nationwide
Right.
deal, folks, across the country of public access stations. And this guy, his show won third place from across the country for Use of Humor. So that says something right
Well,
there.
thank you. Thank you very much. You guys are very kind.
So tell us, do you really feel now you've kind of found your niche in life? Because you're a quirky guy.
I am a quirky guy.
I know,
And I'm taking that as a compliment.
You should, because I think it's hard to grow up when you're quirky.
I'm like a Peter Pan of Hastings. Just frolicking
you
around
fly?
from business to
Not
business.
sure I put it that way. Yeah.
Now I'm the one insulting myself. I've gone
Peter Pan
pear-shaped.
of Hastings.
That's
No,
a great tagline. Maybe we could put it in the flyer somewhere.
I can think of worse. I've been called much worse.
Exactly. You enjoy tights. Didn't he wear
I
tights?
do.
Yeah.
Yep. I'd pull up this pant leg, but this is a daytime television show.
When you first put on your pant legs and filmed this show back at your aunt's place at the schoolhouse.
Episode 1.
Oh
This
my
Episode
gosh.
1. Did you ever think it would get this big?
I didn't know what to expect. I still remember when you and I sat down and had that conversation about show ideas, and I came in looking for a job, and you said, "There's no jobs available, but you can work for free, Mike." And I'm like,
I was
"Let's
just
do
trying to
it."
get free labor.
Yeah, it worked. It worked. The schoolhouse was my aunt, so that was a good way for me to confidently call an owner and ask if I could come in and do an episode.
But where did the idea come from? Because it's so cute.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly where the idea came from. I just thought there's a lot of cool businesses around Hastings, and it'd be fun to do a show that just featured the different businesses. And I like doing different hands-on things. I like telling jokes. I like being comedic. And I figured each episode could be totally different and just featuring a fun part of Hastings and have me do the best I can to participate in what the business is known for and try to achieve success. And usually I don't. I always get kicked out. As you guys know, by the end of the episode, they're kicking me out.
You're on a roll. Yes, you're on a streak with that.
Though I'd have a heck of a resume if I ever applied for another job because I've worked at 50 different businesses.
That's true.
Though I've been fired from 50 businesses.
times.
I just wouldn't put the dates on that resume. I wouldn't put the start and end dates
Exactly.
on that
I'll
resume.
keep that out.
Exactly.
I'll get the whiteout out and take
I
care of
remember
that.
your pitch and hearing that title, Take a Hike, Mike. And I remember my reaction was, I don't know about that.
Right. That's
But it's
the
funny,
best part.
You didn't tell me that until later because
No.
during that meeting you're like, yeah, Mike, you'll work for free and do this. And that's a really good title. And I'm like, cool. My boss loves it.
And where did
then
the-
later you told me, you're like, I wasn't so sure about that.
Yeah,
title,
I
Take a Hike,
wasn't,
Mike.
but we went with it. I went with it.
Where did the bindle stick
I'm glad I
come
did.
from?
The bindle stick came from the night before I filmed episode 1.
Okay.
I was telling my mom, like, it'd be cool if I had something that...
Like a prop
Like
or-
a prop that would become recognized, something that would be kind of like the trademark of the show.
Right.
And now I think the bindle stick is more recognizable than I am.
So 50 shows. What's your most memorable show?
The middle school probably. I got a lot of
Oh.
recognition with the middle school. There was just so many kids that we featured, so many teachers. That was Mark Zuzik is a big fan of
course.
Take a Hike, Mike. So he called me. He's like, "You got to come in. You got to
He's
do.
awesome.
You got to do Take a Hike, Mike." Here, he's like, "You can do this. You can direct buses. You can teach classes. The list went on and on. You can serve lunch." And he wanted me to do a lot more than what we actually shot. So that one's probably the most recognizable. Once there's a lot of good moments, the dodgeball scene, the kids chucking balls at my head and trying to take me out.
Going 50 shows, that's a long run. What keeps you, and you still have the same energy, I'd
Exactly.
say, as you had in the first episode. So a question I have is, what keeps you going? What do you enjoy about it?
Well, like I said, each episode is so different than the last. Every time I set up an episode, I try to make it something that I haven't done yet on the show. So it never becomes stale because each episode is different owners, different employees that I'm working with, and just totally different from the last. So it's always exciting. It never gets stale because it's totally fresh every time I go out and film an episode. And it's just fun, you know what I mean? Like,
It is
I get to tell
fun.
jokes, I get to joke around with owners, I get to
Right.
kind of push their buttons.
Right.
And Tom, you even encourage that. You're like, maybe sometimes I push the buttons a little bit too much, but
That's okay. We push buttons. Right?
yeah, exactly. But that's part of the fun is,
Stop it.
the owners expect I'm getting a little bit crazy, and
Right.
I just have fun.
Right.
So.
Right. Well, it's such a family show, and it really is. So it's entertaining, but yet we learn about these wonderful
Yeah.
businesses
And-
in Hastings.
And that's something I try to do too. Is when I make an episode, I try to make my jokes something that kids will find funny and something that my grandparents will find funny.
Right.
And that's when I know if I'm crossing the line. It's like, do I want my grandma to see this? Do I want my
Exactly.
young kids that are
Right.
that look
Right.
look up
Look
to
up
me?
to
and,
you. Right.
So I try to. That's how I kind of gauge the humor.
I think, well, it's working, and I'm so happy for you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
It
Thank
is
you, Mom.
great.
Well, are you ready for the Tot 5?
Ooh, man.
You're looking forward to this one.
Exactly.
I've heard rumors of the Tot 5. Wow, I should have worn my SPF 90.
But
Work on my bronze a little bit.
you're right. I like
I'm
the.
gonna moisten the palette here.
Yeah.
There it is.
All right, moisten that palette. And I'm going to hit you with this first question
Yes,
here.
I have tattoos. Do you
Quick
want to
fire.
see them?
No, just wait. I think Mo might have something about that.
Boy.
All right. On your show, as you mentioned, you did artificially inseminate a cow.
Yes.
Elbow deep. So many are dying to know, are you a father or a grandfather at this point?
I am a father.
What?
Yes. Mike Jr. is alive and well. And he's out there, yes. So
Nice.
I did it successfully. I had no idea what I was doing in there, but I did enough to get the job done, and I'm a proud parent.
I have no
That
idea
sex
what
education
any
middle
of
school
this.
paid off, huh?
It did, apparently.
Don't be sassy.
Let's hear your question. Come on, quick fire, Mo.
Who can get sassier? Let's find out.
You have visited and been fired from 50 businesses.
True.
Yes.
I'm
if
proud
you
of it, I
had to
think.
pick one that you would actually work at full time, which one would it be?
Oh man, that's a really good question. I'd probably be a full-time roller derby girl.
I don't know if you remember, but we reported on a copycat of yours called "Can't You Leave, Steve."
Oh, yes, remember
is
that?
he still out
Guy-
there?
Grr.
Yeah, he's out there.
Man, that guy.
And speaking of, if you were to get in a street fight
Oh.
with "Can't You Leave, Steve," what would be your weapon of choice?
My weapon of choice, probably some form of karate weapon. If you remember in season 1, I went to National Karate.
Yes.
And I learned how to fight. And they teach you
I
how to
learned.
use like bow staffs and nunchucks. So I'd probably come with a bow staff.
What about this?
Smart
You
choice.
have
Alright,
one
yeah.
right in front of you.
Yeah, exactly.
You could bindle someone.
There is a weapon hidden in there, actually. There's a grenade in that safe area, so I'd probably just pull the pin on that finally. If the show ever gets canceled,
On
that's
that
probably what's
bad
gonna happen.
You have visited A+ Tattoo 2 times,
Mm-hmm.
but you still don't have any tattoos
That you know of.
that I know of.
Oh,
That's a tease.
So what would you have done and when?
Well, yeah, it was interesting when I went back for the A+ tattoo update.
Yes.
He told me, he's like, I'll give you a free tattoo right now. He's like, I want to put a
free
bindle
tat-
stick. I want to put a bindle stick on your body.
Oh.
So I guess if I was to get,
How
but
many
I
times
got
do you hear
cold
that
feet.
a
I got
day?
scared. I'm like, that's like getting pricked with a needle over and over, Mo. You know what I mean? Like that can hurt. So I'm thinking about maybe getting the bindle stick tattoo. Or maybe
Wow.
the big 50 on it, you know, you could do that.
Oh, a big
Yeah.
5-0,
Yeah,
a
the
5-0.
bindle
That
stick.
could be kind of cool. So I
But
guess
then you have to redo it after you do like 60, 70.
Exactly.
exactly, and yeah, then to get that laser removed and
So
rewritten
a
every single
bindle
year.
stick with, yes. I
Full
think-
back piece bindle stick. That could be kind of
Ooh.
cool.
Would it though?
As you mentioned earlier, you're a single man, very available ladies. Fun fact: billy goats urinate on their own heads to smell more attractive to females.
I've done it.
What do you do to attract the ladies?
Besides that.
Hilarious jokes, boyish charm,
Ooh,
and good looks.
you're a snappy dresser.
Snappy dresser.
Yes.
Bow tie.
And you're a wonderful man.
Aw.
I'll tell you that. This is a catch and a half, friends.
You should fill out my online dating profile.
Happily. I
Okay,
mean-
let's do that. That could be a funny bit. Let's do that, huh?
That could be whole nother segment.
Yeah, she can help you too, Tom.
Yes,
she can help
I
both
would
of us.
need help. You're right.
Yeah.
I
Just
wanna-
Tom? I mean, yes.
the whole crew, actually, the whole staff. We have like the Bachelor Curse here at HCTV.
go.
Well, thank you, Mike, for putting up that questions.
And congratulations.
Thank you
to
so much. Thanks for having me, guys.
So happy for you. When is this show I keep hearing about?
Well, it's on Channel 14, and it plays in the morning and it plays the evening. So check
Love
out our
it.
website for all the exact air times, because sometimes those shift around a little bit.
Okay.
It's on YouTube as well. If you go to the Hastings Community TV YouTube channel, as you guys know, you can check it out.
There you go.
Excellent.
So thank you guys for having me. Talk to the
Yes.
Town's awesome.
Oh, thank
Good
you.
stuff.
Well,
It's
you're
fun.
congratulations again.
Are you gonna hit me with that?
Now I suppose it's time to take a hike.
Well, thanks so much for the opportunity. Are you sure you don't want me to stay all day?
No, we don't.
No, please.
Just want to walk away and rip the lav microphone out. Okay, I'm tethered in. I'm tethered in. I'm not going anywhere yet.
Okay.
Oh my
All right, just stay put for
I'm gonna
now.
stay put.
We'll take care of it. All right, we're going to be right back with what a crock recipe after this. All right, welcome back. Time for another delicious recipe from my bestie here.
Thank
And,
you. And this segment is called What a Crock. Well, this is the month of June, and we celebrate fathers in this month. We should celebrate them all the time. You're a single dad. I know
am.
that's a hard thing to be, Tom. So we're going to salute you today.
Oh, thank you.
And we're going to make a little crock pot, kind of a meaty kind of crock pot dish for you. But first of all, what are you going to do on Father's Day? Do you have plans yet?
Yeah, I think I'm going to take the kids to Treasure Island and teach them a little blackjack. It's never too early, folks. It's never too early. I'm not going to do that. We're past Go Fish. We're past Go Fish. It's blackjack now.
Baby steps to Vegas.
Yes,
right?
yes, to Vegas, exactly.
Anyway, that's a joke.
Vegas is next year,
That is a
okay?
joke.
I'm not
They have
that
a-
kind of dad.
They have a water park there. That's where you're.
Oh, they do have a water park. That's right.
That's what you
We could
were
do that.
thinking of anyway.
But first blackjack. That's
First
priority.
blackjack.
Yeah.
We're very excited because today we're going to make a chuck roast. You know, men love meat.
We do.
Yes,
yeah.
you do.
I'm a big-
You do.
yeah.
I could go my whole life without eating it, but you know, it is what it is. Since we're not supposed to talk about brand names, but I don't know a generic version of Dr. Pepper. Do you?
I don't. Yeah.
Okay, well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to douse this chuck roast with Dr. Pepper.
There we go.
Yes.
Doctor's in the house.
Yes, doctor's in the house.
Oh,
Here
geez.
we go. We're going to do that. And then you can pour the whole baby in. We're just going to
Oh.
let it kind of fizz. And then this is a very easy recipe. So we have a can or a bottle or whatever you want to use of Dr. Pepper. And then we take garlic powder and onion powder. And we're going to do just a teaspoon of each.
Teaspoon. Can do
Yes,
that.
and then what we're going to do is we're going to just let this sit for, not sit, we're actually going to cook it. It's going to cook.
Just gonna ferment it.
We're just going to
For a
sit.
couple
We're going to
days.
go outside.
Set it
No,
out on
but
the
you-
porch.
Exactly.
And then come back out.
Come
It's just like
back.
a nice tea, like
Exactly.
a summer tea.
And then we're going to throw in some onion powder, the same amount, just 1 teaspoon.
Right.
And we're going to let it cook on low for 6 to 8 hours, and I would say probably 6 is about enough time. Look at you, very
Nice.
nice.
Goodness,
So
you
you
know,
can put the
even-
cover on. That's all there is to this one.
Nice.
Yes, so you know what, kids, you can make this early in the morning, and then you could have it for dad for lunch. So this is going to cook for 6 to 8 hours, and then 6 to 8 hours later, we're actually going to take the cover off. We're going to shred it with a fork because it's going to just be so tenderized. And we're going to throw in a whole bottle. This is an 18-ounce bottle
Yummy.
of barbecue sauce,
Barbecue.
any kind. This is kind of like the honey
Sweet and tangy.
Sweet and
Honey, yeah.
Not like you, my bestie.
Aw.
And then we are going to let that go for another hour. So this takes a while.
Does take a while.
It does take a while. You can't
know-
eat it right away because it's in a crock pot, but
I suppose we can do some blackjack in that time.
you could probably do that, yes. And then you'll shred it and you'll serve it on subs. So
Yeah.
that's kind of it. But it does take a little bit
Does
of
take a
time.
while, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does. Hmm.
What a crock.
Well, that's it for us today. We're very glad that you took the time to
Yes.
watch our show. Thank you so much. We're not at 50 episodes, but
No.
we're very sincere
We're getting
about delivering product to you, and we're very grateful for you watching. My name is Mo,
And I'm Tom.
and this show is called
Talk
Talk of
of
the
the
Town.
Town.
See you next time. Bye.